All right, so we've got almost 50 people here today. I want to welcome all of you to another one of our weekly opportunity calls that we do for pool funding. We do it every Tuesday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every single week. Anyway, we just got done watching a couple of videos that it's a good way to kind of introduce pool funding is that let the, push play, let the tool do the heavy lifting for you when it comes to explaining what pool funding is all about. I am the founder and creator of Pool Funding, so we gather weekly here because it gives you a chance to interact with me in a live call, recorded, and so we believe in transparency and we believe in being authentic, and so you're going to get the real thing here by interacting with me today. And we encourage any of you that are taking a look at it, go ahead and ask questions. If there's any part that's not quite clear to you after watching the videos, we can clear that up for you. Um, and we also have quite a few here that are members, already members, and sometimes it's good to kind of get the conversation started with one or more of them to kind of share what's it like to be a member in Pool Funding. So who would like to, kick it off here? Okay, looks like we got Brett raised his hand. So Brett out of Canada, right? You got the maple leaf flag behind you there. So, Brett, what's it like being a member? How long you been a member of Pool Funding, and what's it like being a member of Pool Funding?
I have to give a big shout out to Leslie Way, who is my sponsor. And I just have to say, we got started back in August, I guess, September. And basically, what happened was I just signed up and I didn't know what I was doing, but I just trusted Leslie because you know what? I've known her for a few years and I just appreciate her help. And we've been looking for something where we knew that if we had something where we could keep our initial investment, and not only that, but we get 100% return. Never heard of that. Never heard of that anywhere on the planet. And so coming into this, it was like, okay, I don't care what it takes. I've had a lot of health issues, and yet I'm still going forward. I'm going to do this because you know what? I want to do this because I love it. It's great. And not only is it great, it's a great way for you the sponsor or even as a referral to help someone else get ahead because that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to get ahead. And there's not very many people out in the world, like you said, that are living because they have lots of money. They usually end up dying before because they run out of money. And we don't want people to run out of money. We want people to have money. So I'm excited about this. And I just want to say thanks again, Ace, for creating this because this is nothing I've ever seen before. So thank you.
It is unique for sure. Thank you, Brett. Appreciate that. And yeah, another shout out to Leslie, one of the great leaders in Pool Funding, Leslie. So if you're part of her team, you're very fortunate. And we've got Hunter. He's got his hand up. So our host here would like to add something to the call.
Honestly, I'm probably just going to echo a bit of what Brett just said, but we have an excellent community. Everyone is incredibly nice. Well, we're all here to build each other up, not take each other down in any way, shape, or form. And it's been excellent to work with each and every single person in the community. I've definitely worked with a lot of people here, and has just been excellent. Everyone, I could not ask for a better community, honestly.
All right, that's great. I think one of the things that people come away with when it comes to pool funding is how big we are on support. In fact, I would say that it'd be very difficult to beat the level of support you get in pool funding anywhere else. Whatever, there's lots of opportunities in the world. You can join almost anything out there today, but how well will you be supported once you're in? And Hunter is a great example within our community of someone that's helpful and friendly and available, and has helped so many people. And we appreciate what Hunter does in the way of providing support. Anybody else want to second me on that? Like pool funding is hard to beat when it comes to support once you're inside of pool
Yeah,
funding.
that will.
Okay, go ahead, Scott. You're in Thailand, right? Go ahead, Scott.
Yeah, I fully concur. I mean, as you say, there's so many opportunities out there, and I've tried quite a few of them. And honestly, they talk about, oh yeah, we'll help you, but it very rarely happens really. They're just interested in your money and and the commission they earn from you. And the level of support here is just unbelievable, really. And it comes from obviously yourself initially leading the group in that way. So, you know, a big thank you to you for all you do,
Appreciate
and
that.
of course to Hunter for his support as well. He gives us the technical side of things.
Yeah.
If we've got any questions, and he's always available. Yeah, great. And I'd just like to add, I feel a lot more part of the community now. I have one or two referrals slipping
Yeah.
through. So
Right on.
Congratulations on your growth. And
yeah, thank you.
I will say that we believe that support is the main role that we're all going to play. So, we do provide things like paid signups. You can actually literally buy your team instead of having to go hunt it down and find it yourself. We offer a paid for your solution when it comes to that. So what's left for you to do? If that part's done, could be done for you, well, support. Okay. That's something we can all do. And so that's really the main role we're looking for people. When you join pool funding, we want you to know that you're going to be wearing that support hat most of the time. That's basically what you're going to do to be a successful member of pool funding is you play a supportive role where you make sure that especially your personal referrals are getting proper support. And we have all kinds of different kinds of expertise in the team. So you might go over here to someone that maybe can help your friend or your referral with whatever thing they're trying to deal with. Whereas someone over here, their expertise might actually be better fit. So you send them over there. But the great thing about our community is we like to get to know each other. We're kind of like a family, so we know each other by name, by face, and we're real people helping each other. So we hope that you can recognize that if you're brand new looking at this, we're that kind of opportunity. So we're looking for more people to come in and pitch in some extra support. So please join us. All right. Looks like Brett, you've got quite a few people here that you've invited. So I see a message from you here in the chat. Um, I'm also in the Philippines, Naneth. Is that how you pronounce your name? Naneth. Yeah, it looks like that. I've been living here since 2012. I'm an expat from the USA. I've got a Filipino wife. I'm just kind of going through the chat here. All right, is there anybody here that's looking at pool funding for the first time that's got a question? I know sometimes you tend to be shy, but we're friendly, and if you'd like to ask a question, now's a good chance to do it. And if you're not comfortable doing that verbally, you can just go to the chat and type it out. That's also available. Okay, here on Zoom.
Yeah, you're on pool funding. You're not allowed to be shy. You're not allowed to be shy. Okay, because every chance I get, I try to pick Ace pocket, but his pockets are made of steel.
Yeah, well, I'm big on sharing, that's for sure. All right, so we got Ladwin Pratt. I'm new. What stage one to start the money? Okay. So stage one is to join one or both of our starter pools. To do that, you just have to take a couple of minutes to fill out a registration form. Your sponsor can provide you a link, so you would be linked up to them. So once you filled out the registration form, you'll get an account page on our website that will have a pay now button on it. You click on that, and it will then connect to your MetaMask wallet, and you can do a transaction in our starter pool either for $1 or for $10, or you can do both of them. And we also have a $100 pool And we encourage people to do all three if they can on, right when they're starting, so that they basically have an activated link in all three of those pools, which can then be provided to anyone in the future. But then you need to make some sort of a commitment after making your first payment as to what you're going to do every day. Is it going to be $1 a day every day? So that'd be a $30 a month commitment. As soon as you got one person below you doing the same thing, you're breaking even. So if you're paying $1 every day and you sign up one person and they're also paying $1 every day, that $1 that they're paying is going 100% to you. So that's how the system works. So it only takes one to break even, and then it's not money out of your pocket anymore at that point. So that's why most people don't do $1 a day. They do $11 every day. So they're, most people are, when they come into pool funding, they'll sign up. We call it the $111 strategy. They'll sign up for all three pools to get the activated link for all three. And then they'll make a commitment to do both of the starter pools and pay $11 every day. And as fast as possible, get at least one person to do the same thing. So it's no longer costing them money out of pocket. But all the while that they're doing this, they are accumulating our coins. So every time you click pay now, you're buying coin. That's what you're getting, coin that's in the market, and it's actually increasing rapidly in value. So, and Danny, I'd like to introduce your referral. Go ahead and do a shout out, Danny.
Yeah, hi. We have a guest on the call, Pastor Luke, who was invited by my
Oh,
referral, Susan Hampton.
okay, fantastic. Well, congratulations, Susan, and welcome, Pastor Luke. Actually, I think there was more to that name when I saw it before, Luke something something. So I think it was making reference to us. Luke 04, right? Luke 4. Is that referring to the chapter 4, of Luke? I'm curious.
No, it's nice. It's nice to know we have another pastor in the group.
Yeah,
Welcome, Pastor Luke.
you're not the first one, but you won't be the last one either, Pastor Luke, if you choose to be a part of pool funding. We welcome people of all faiths, of course, but we do have other pastors here, and a friendly place for you to come in and maybe even bring part of your flock into the pool funding as a way for them to have some financial security. All right, so okay, so Danny, congratulations, and Susan, congratulations on your guest being here. I hope they're getting the information that they need to hear in order to make a good decision. And you're encouraged to use the chat or just put your hand up, or you can just open up your mic and do a verbal. We're pretty open here to how you communicate on this call, whatever's easiest for each of you. All right. I do actually see quite a few names I don't recognize here, so but I don't want to embarrass anyone, so I'm not going to call you out. I'm just going to say there's quite a few names I don't recognize. So we're glad that there's a lot of guests here with us today. Okay.
Hello, Ace.
Yes. Hello, Kelly A.
Kelly,
Hello there.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't see where the hand gets raised. I didn't find that, but anyway, I just thought I'd pop in and ask about the signups. How so it's you can pay $100 for two signups.
Correct.
What do they go through before they come to me, kind of thing?
I love it. That's a great question. All right, I appreciate that. So the difference between a lead and a sign up, because you might end up with some leads as well, okay,
Mm.
is and the leads don't count towards what you're paying for. So if you get leads on top of signups, it's just considered gravy. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you can flip them into becoming a referral yourself,
Mhm.
But the way our system works is we're paying for traffic to come to a specific place on our website. So the poolfunding.io website has a page, it's kind of like a landing page. And on that landing page, it's just it has an image and kind of introducing them to the idea that they can learn about AI and AI can help them make some money, right? So that's kind of the what they're coming into is an image of that. And then from there, we're asking them to provide us their name, their phone number, their email address, so that they can then go through a demo. Okay. And so they provide that information. Now they've opted in. You're familiar with the funnel concept, right, Kelly?
Yes,
Yeah. So that's
yeah.
kind of the idea. Okay. So, and then when they click on a watch demo, after they have to fill out that information. So it's not optional. We need an email and a phone number and a name. Otherwise, they can't get past that point. We at least got that much by the time they've clicked into the demo part. And when they click demo, then AI pops up on the page on the website. It says, starts to talk to you, right? It starts to have a conversation with you. And you can, it's really amazing how interactive it is and how human-like AI has become. So the Alexas and the Siris, they're so kind of robotic sounding still, but our agent, she calls herself Aqua, so you're having a conversation with Aqua, and then she's encouraging you to take the next step, and that would be to go ahead and to register. Okay, so register now. So she wants to get you to click that register now button. Okay. But you can ask her questions about pool funding, and she'll answer them and do it in a very intelligent way. And it could be better than what a human might do if they were asked the same questions. Because it's done in a very intelligent way. No stuttering like the way I stutter. So without all the stuttering you might get from a human.
Hey, can you give us a preview?
I really don't want to do that because I don't want
Oh,
random people coming to that particular page, so I only want the traffic we're paying for to go there. So, but if you want to see a preview of that, you can go to our YouTube channel, and I do a little recording of it. So, you know, um, you can take a look at that. So, uh so yeah, so I've you can have that experience yourself too. Once we provide you your own agent, that's where we're heading with all this. So from
when is that
there,
coming?
soon, I'm hoping month of February that we're in here, we'll be able to provide the version one of that. So the continue the process, they fill out the registration form, and then that basically links them to their sponsor at that point. So now we've got their name, email, phone number, but now by completing that registration, they are now connected to a sponsor, and that's a lead at that point. And then from there, there's instructions to basically set up a MetaMask wallet. Now, a lot of people that we're sending to our page that come from the traffic we're paying for, they don't have a MetaMask wallet. They might not have never done anything in the world of cryptocurrency, for example. That's okay. We give very clear instructions depending on the device that you're using on how to set up that MetaMask wallet. And that's all we need in order to complete a paid sign up, because then we'll take $10 out of, we're charging 50 right now per sign up. We'll take the $10 out of that and push that through the wallet process. And that first payment is going to come that way, because a little trickier to automate the part of funding the wallet. So we want to just go ahead and complete the paid sign up at that stage, and then they'll see a short video after they've connected the wallet, and it shows that they've actually they've received a reward. They've got money in their account already, or it's going to seize them for 90 days. And that shows up instantly for them to look at, that they got something for the money that they paid, whether it was $1 or $10. In this case, it's $10. So we're only doing the $10 pool for the paid signups. And then the $10 went to the sponsor. And that video that they watch tells them to connect with their sponsor. It tells them to click on their sponsor's name inside the website. And then that's a link over to the sponsor's profile, where they can get the contact information of the sponsor. And then at that point, for the on the sponsors account page, they can see that they moved from the lead area over to the referral area as a paid sign up. And then likewise, they can click on the name of their referral and it'll bring up their profile, which they're encouraged also to complete. But at least you'll have the name, email, and phone number, but you might have some additional information as well. How's that sound, Kelly?
Real good. So the one question then is, they will get full training on getting the MetaMask their wallet set up, and I mean they should be real comfortable with MetaMask by the time they come to me, or
Correct. They've already got an operating MetaMask wallet connected to the
okay, great.
website
All right.
before
Sounds
you're
good.
having to deal with them. So at that point, as a sponsor, your job is to just say, "Hey, I'm here as your main level of support."
Uh-huh.
Hello.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
going to be your human support here in your pool funding experience, and we hope
yeah.
we hope that you make millions here. But we got to get you started in the sense of your wallet's not funded, so you've got one payment completed, and that was basically we're basically paying people to join, right? Instead of saying, "Hey, pay
Right.
us," and join by paying us. We're saying, "Hey, we'll pay you to join us." It's a hard offer to refuse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then they say, "Sure," and then there's a value there that maybe that $10 by the time it matures 90 days later, it could be worth $50 or $100. Who knows what it could be worth? It could be going based on the value of the coin. What happens there. And so by the time that on the 91st day hits their wallet automatically, there's a real value there. So, but in the meantime, they need to fund their wallet. So depending what country they're in, that really kind of depends on which direction you take them as far as how to fund a MetaMask wallet. It really is kind of a regional thing in the world. It's different areas do it different ways. So it's important that that's where introduction. So a lot of times what happens is a sponsor will say, you know what? You're in a country that I'm not so familiar with, because most of our referrals are North American, but sometimes they're in Australia, sometimes they're in Europe or other places. So, and so I'm not sure how it works on funding your wallet there, but let's give it a try. The traditional way is just go into the MetaMask and click buy and see what happens. But it's a bit of a process the first time funding a wallet. That is probably the trickiest. I think Ken would agree with me on that one, right, Ken? Probably the trickiest part of the opportunity is getting people over that one hurdle of funding the wallet, right? So they got to fund it with like, $100, $200, something like that. So they got, kind of enough of a runway to work with, to make their payments every day and then go from there. So
Well,
that's
thank you
the
very much for
process.
all of that.
You're very welcome. Where are you from there, Kelly?
Friday Harbor, Washington, over in the Pacific Northwest of the
Beautiful.
states.
All right, fantastic. Okay.
Ace?
State of Washington. Yes, Ken.
Yeah, I've got a question for Kelly. Kelly, there's a Kelly A on my contact list. I'm wondering if you might be that person.
I am on your team, yes. I mean,
So you are.
you are my sponsor for this, yes.
I'm
But
not.
I joined pool funding about a half a year ago and kind of dropped out. So I'm just now looking at coming back in. But
Good for you.
you are
I've got-
my contact.
I've got some good news for you. So send me an email message whenever you get a chance after the meeting,
Will do.
and we'll have a chat.
Well,
Great.
we're the new and improved version of pool funding because
Right.
we made some changes in November
Yeah.
of last year, and we believe we kept the baby, but threw out all the bathwater that people weren't, the things that were kind of slowing us down. So
Yeah, and Ace put steel line in his pockets.
life is good. All right, so we've got David Watke. How are you doing today?
I just wanted to chime in and say hello and also add some relevant information to what this discussion's going on here. And also, I want to give a shout out to Leslie because when I first connected and funded my my wallet and stuff, like immediately she got on a Zoom with me and helped me out. And Hunter was part of that too, kind of behind the scenes. I know she contacted with him, but also this guy here, this Ace Fletcher guy. Like we've had such great conversations. We've talked for hours, and usually it has nothing to do with poll funding. So I just really, I really feel, um, a lot of good energy from the community in that regard. But specifically, it's so interesting because Kelly's question, because a few days ago I decided, okay, I'm going to pop for some paid signups, and I thought, well, this is going to take a while, because I didn't know how long it would take, and then I just thought, oh, there's a conversation going on. I'll go check, and so I have one referral and one lead. And I'm like, wow, that's pretty impressive. It's been less than a week. And so I just wanted to give kind of a shout out that it's working, that I'm going to probably be leaning on Leslie and whoever I need to for, what do I do now? Because this is my first time. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. It seems to be, a system that's growing and working and evolving in a good way, and a group of people that really care about each other. So that's all I've got to say.
Awesome.
And
I'll
you're also you're in the West Coast too, aren't you? Or
Oh yeah. I'm just south of you. I'm here in Oregon,
okay,
Kelly.
neighbor
So yeah.
there. You
Hey,
guys get
welcome to the
along? Do
family,
the people
Dave.
in the state of Washington get along with the people in Oregon? You guys get along?
Hey,
We
Dave,
do our
welcome to the
best.
family, brother.
And I just want to quickly say thanks, David. And I'm getting all these wonderful shout outs. And I think that's so exciting. And of course, I'm here for you. I'm super excited. I'll help you all the way. And while I'm chatting, I just want to add to everybody's, everything that everyone else is saying about ACE and the community and the support and the family. It just goes on and on and on. I've been in other programs and I've never experienced anything like this ever before. It is absolutely mind blowing. Um, Everybody supports everyone. Everybody is there for you. It's just an incredible thing. I can't go on about it enough. Ace's, caring integrity and his honesty, and it shines through. We all see it. So hope everyone on this call sees that as well. Thank you.
We do, Leslie. Thank you.
Absolutely.
All right.
Hey,
Well,
Leslie, I see a
it's a
steel pocket.
love fest.
I see a
Welcome
steel
to a
line
love
pocket.
bucket, everybody. We're just all loving and kissing on each other here. All right. So yeah, I see somebody from Richard's team
Before
is
that.
here. We've got Samui or some it's Samui.
That's Lou.
Lou, yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Goes by Lou. Okay, it's Lou. Okay, hello Lou. And yeah, so it looks like you got your question answered, but I'm known as Bitcoin Ace. So my AKA a Bitcoin Ace predates pool funding by quite a bit. I've been known as Bitcoin Ace for a long time. And Bitcoin was really the first time I got introduced to crypto was through Bitcoin. And that was in 2013. Let me give you guys a little idea the power of digital money, okay? And how it kind of changed my life and Bitcoin specifically, okay? I had a great idea. I'd made my first million. Yeah, I'm a network marketing millionaire. So I made my first million in network marketing. By the way, pool funding is not network marketing. It's not an MLM. It's more like an affiliate marketing where you get paid on just your direct referrals only, but it's 100% commission on your direct referrals. But I made my first million in network marketing in the years between 2011 and 2012. But unfortunately, the company I made my first million with, by the time I became a millionaire with them, they got shut down by the government. They didn't like an aspect of the way they were doing their comp plan. They had kind of a new thing, and they didn't like it. Right now, the funny thing is that same comp plan is everywhere. Can't even go 2 inches without running into it again. But they're not shutting them all down. But they shut down that company. It was very successful. company. So I found myself like having to go do something else. So I thought I'd give it a go, and I started my very first network marketing company at that point. And you know, boy, a whole nother level of appreciation goes from where you're a member of something to then being the guy, starting something. Okay, that was a big transition way back in 2000 and the end of 2012. So I got all set up. I paid for the website, set up everything, da 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 da. Felt like I was doing everything the right way. And then we got a credit card processor. We also accepted PayPal. Okay.
Uh-oh.
So, but the credit card processor told us that we were a high risk kind of thing, and we had to have a reserve, and we had to add, keep adding funds to the reserve. And I made my first million on a low budget thing. It was like you could join it for $10, and I made $1 million on a $10 thing, So I thought, well, low budget's like a very, very good idea. So I kind of kept that idea going. And so we're into this a couple of months. We built a team of a couple thousand people by that point. And the thing is PayPal was the first one to kind of start. They came up with a reason to freeze our account, and this is after there was already, tens of thousands of dollars in it, right? So there's tens of thousands of dollars in the account, and then they froze it. Okay, imagine that. What a business problem to have, right? You got to pay people out of that. And then when it came to the credit card processor, we never got a penny out of them, not one red cent. But this guy on our team kept bugging me about Bitcoin. Okay. He's one of those kind of know-it-all kind of guys, smart guy, but kind of have that kind of, and I didn't know anything about Bitcoin at the time. And so he one day comes into my office. He actually came here to the Philippines and where I'm at, and he came into my office and he said, let me show you something. Okay. So great. So he's standing behind my chair. He says, go to this website. I go to the website, put your email address in there, put my email address in. The next thing I know, I've got this code. He calls it an address. Says, okay, now Facebook that message, copy that address and send it to me on Messenger. And then I did. And then all of a sudden, ding, ding, it made a little sound effect, and I had money in my wallet, just like that. Like, what the heck is this? And he said, I just sent
God,
you
you keep that from me?
25 cents of Bitcoin in my wallet, right? Standing right behind me. So, wow. And he says, I could be on the other side of the planet and to be that fast. That is fast. That's awesome. He said, can I send you money back? He says, yeah, you can send me some money back. So I got his address, and then I sent him back 10 cents of Bitcoin. And that's when the light bulb went off for me, okay? Because there was no, party in the middle of our transaction. It was me and him, and that was it. And believe it or not, that thing went on for a while. What I was doing here with that company, it went on for a while. And the only thing that was working on was Bitcoin. The whole thing operated on Bitcoin,
Wow.
Every transaction on that company worked on Bitcoin. And that was back in 2013. That's my original experience with it. And I got screwed by the bank. I got screwed by PayPal, right? Because of their centralized control systems. And but there's no way to get screwed on Bitcoin, because when you send it, that's it. The transaction is done,
Yeah,
with
no middleman.
credit cards, you got chargebacks. There's a lot of nightmares associated with accepting credit card payments. I love digital money, guys. I think digital money is here to stay, and I'm so glad to be a part of it. And so now that we're in the business of having our own coin, we can go out there and give Bitcoin a run for the money and do something bigger and better than what we've even seen with Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is definitely leading the way. So, all right. So, do you guys like that story? Does that give you some
I'm
insight?
glad to be part of this. I'm
Yeah.
very
Man, I love it. I love it, bro.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Setbacks is what builds perseverance.
Yes, that
And
is.
that's where we get the strength from.
It's true. You know, if you don't persevere, you know what I'm saying, then you'll be punished instead. You know?
That's
So
right.
you got to be a diehard, right? So whatever you choose to do in life, go all the way, you know? Don't ever quit.
Ace,
If it's a passion, keep on going until you get to what you want to achieve, and then you'll have a better life that way.
Ace, can I mention something?
Sure.
I just had one thing that happened the other day is that I was talking to people and I found that I lost them. And so what I did to recover it was I just stopped talking and I sent them information. And I'm finding that if I continue to talk to people, you're going to talk them in and talk them out. It's just better because documentation beats conversation 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, I always like to say less is more, especially,
Yeah.
here's the deal, guys. Why would you spend a whole lot of effort, trying to get someone to join something that they can just come in for $1 a day? You know what I'm saying? Why would you put a lot of effort in that? Doesn't make sense.
No.
Okay. So, and here's the thing. If they look at you and they say, wow, they're making a great deal of effort here to get me in this thing, am I going to have to do that too? Because I don't know if I want to put that much effort into anything. 'Cause
Exactly.
they're looking at what you're trying to do, and they're going to have to do it too. So if you approach it like you don't really care, it's like, here you go. They ask a question and think, hey, I got something you can take a look at. It's a 2-minute video, 3-minute video, pretty much any question someone could have about pool funding. You got a tool chest of about 300 videos to look over,
Yeah.
right? You can find the right one to send. I tend to share short videos. Okay, so what I would do if I were you, I would go to my YouTube channel, which is Bitcoin Ace. It's Bitcoin Ace, by the way, Bitcoin Ace on YouTube. Okay, so you go there and look for all the videos that are less than 10 minutes long. Make a list of those, and those will be your best tools. And pretty
Yes.
much any question someone could come up with, that's a great question. I think I got a video you can watch to answer that question for you. Then you look like, hey, any dumbass can do this.
Yeah.
Ask a
I'm
question.
grateful.
There's a video,
I'm grateful because Leslie has set up a very nice tutorial for us to just hand out. And it's just, bam, I'm going to send this and it'll be to you. And that's what I did. I sent it to the guy and he went, okay, I'll look it over. So that's what he's doing.
Yeah. The more you try to be a good salesperson on pool funding, the worse you'll do. Your results will go down, not up. Okay.
Yeah.
So less talk and more,
Documentation.
People want, documentation. Yeah. Beats conversation every time. Great point. Okay, good deal. All right, so we're reaching close to the top of the hour here. We've been here since 9:30. Now it's approaching 10:30 Eastern time. Anybody else got a final question that they want to put an insert before we close out today's opportunity call? Going once, going twice. Okay, good.
So
Yes,
Ace,
yes, yes, yes.
can
I would
can I
like to say,
mention?
I would like,
we got two of you. Let's go with Danny in Hawaii first, and then Garfield. Go ahead,
Okay, just
Danny.
real quick. Yeah, I just wanted to mention something about that that new video that you played. That was just amazing. But there was a little typo on one part.
Which one
On
was
the
that?
part that said hold, that it was misspelled. It was HODL when it should have been HOLD.
No, that was intentional.
That's
Or
right.
was that intentional?
It was an
there's so many
acronym
questions
that's
about it.
it stands for Hold On for Dear Life.
Oh,
It's an acronym.
But guess what?
Oh,
Originally, it
gotcha.
was an error. It was an error like about 12 years ago, right? Right, Hunter? Like 12, 13 years ago. It was originally.
Right, and
Tell the story, Hunter. I think you do a good job telling the story of how HODL came to be a word.
so this was on the Bitcoin talk forums about 12, 13 years ago, and someone was talking about how he was holding his Bitcoin regardless of what was happening in the market at the time, because at that point there was quite a bit of fluctuation in the Bitcoin markets. We called it Tuesday back then. So one mistake, one typo he made when he was making his post was that he accidentally put HODL instead of HOLD. And the community kind of piled on that for a bit, and the guy later admitted that he had been drunk at the time. But anyways, the community kind of gave that legs, and eventually it just sort of became its own thing, and the acronym just built up around it to be hold on for dear life. That being, you hold on to the token regardless of all the ups and downs, the roller coaster ride. You just keep on holding, keep on holding.
There you go, Danny. So it was
Thank
originally an
you.
error, but I was using it on purpose. The HODL. Hold on for dear
No
life.
longer there.
I did not know that. I did not know that. Thank you for sharing that story.
Yeah, it's a good one.
And that goes hand in hand with the call yesterday, was just not letting your not selling your coin and holding on to it as long as you can, if not forever, as you said, Ace, right?
Yeah. I mean, like if you take PFI right now, you pick it up for about $3,000 a coin right now. Our current,
2600.
What's that? 3,600. Okay, so you pick it up about that right now. And so our price target for that right now is $500,000. But that's our current price target. Okay, 3 years from now, that same coin, we might be talking about a $5 million price target, guys. Okay,
Wow.
think about that. So think about if you sold it when it was $500,000, when you could have held it for a few more years, and something that's $500,000 now and later on turns into 5 million, right? So hold on for dear life, because it can get better.
Love it.
And we are purposefully designed to have our values extremely high. Bitcoin is known as a very limited coin, right? If you look at other cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin is considered one of the most scarce kind of coins, a lot of scarcity, because there's only going to be 21 million Bitcoin ever, right? Well, our biggest amount on our coin is in the PFI coin. Our PFI coin has only got 10 million. So it's even half of what Bitcoin is doing. So it's even more scarce. PFB is 1 million coin. PFS, there's only 100,000 of PFS. And then for the $1,000 pool, there's only gonna be 10,000 coins for the $1,000 coin when we roll that out in a few months. So that makes all of our coins very scarce, meaning that you can expect the price to be very, very high. And people will just get used to the idea, because of the scarcity of our coin, expect our coins to be worth millions of dollars each coin. So if you ever get your hands on a whole coin, hold on for dear life.
Woo!
Got it.
All right. Garfield, buddy. Garfield money. You got your 800-pound gorilla there, your icon. Love it. So
Yes, everybody. For the last couple of days, we've been keep getting this mixed up. But I think today is the right day where we all sing happy birthday to our great leader.
thank you.
So, folks, joining me, open your mic and let's sing happy birthday to the big Ace. Everybody, open your mic, please.
Okay.
You don't want to hear my
Happy
voice again.
birthday. Sure, yeah, we do. We're one big
Okay.
happy
You have a
family,
lovely
bro.
voice, Greg.
Okay, Hunter, lead off, Hunter.
All right, then. Happy birthday to you.
Happy
birthday to you.
Happy birthday,
Happy
dear
birthday
Ace.
to the
Happy birthday
Ace.
to
you.
you.
Birthday
Happy birthday to you.
to you.
Oh my goodness.
That's
Maligay
amazing.
and Bati. Maligayan,
Oh,
bati.
bati.
Maligayan, 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 bati.
I love it.
Oh, steel bottom, steel pocket bottom. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you
Ace,
so
is
much.
this the 38th birthday or the 39th?
I'm proud to say it's
I think it's the
59.
29th. I
You
think it's the
know,
29th.
59. I'm going to claim the wisdom, you know. So I'll claim the wisdom that comes with 50. My father in December celebrated his 94th birthday, you know.
God
So
bless him.
yeah.
Good
And
genes.
he doesn't need a walker or anything like that. He gets around just fine. He's still gardening and, you know, he likes to get his hands
Wow.
dirty still, and he's you know, fully mobile, you know, and so yeah, I'm kind of
Is
just
he in
halfway
the
there. The
Philippines
way I'm
with
looking,
you?
I'm halfway there. So
You're 21
Is
days
he?
older than I am, Ace.
oh wow, just a little bit older than you. Okay,
Yeah.
that's good to know.
Hey, is your dad in the Philippines with you?
He came to visit. I paid for him to come out here one time, but he lives in California. So
Oh, okay.
yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, that was a great meeting. I just got a message here from Lou again asking about connecting with me on Telegram. Be careful. There's a guy, you know, trying to rip people off by pretending to be me. He uses my picture and everything, so watch out for that. But I've given my Telegram address. If you want to reach me directly, is Bitcoin Ace 101. The guy likes to impersonate me. Will do all kind. He'll change that just a little bit, like, you know, Bitcoin Ace 10 instead of 101. He'll do Bitcoin Ace 101, right? Instead of a zero. You know, he does a lot of tricky stuff to try to, you know, get people to listen to him about the thing that he wants to scam you out of some money. So watch out for the guy pretending to be me if you're on our main Pull Funding Telegram channel. All right, guys,
Bottom line,
that's
like you say, if it's not you, if it's not doing pictures, it's not you.
yeah.
If not doing a
If
video,
you
it's not
come
you.
across an Ace Fletcher asking you for some money, make sure you get on a Zoom, because I'll never do that without going face to face with you. That's the way I do business. I do business face to face, live. I don't just chat, you know. I won't do that. I don't think it's right. So that's how you know. That's the main way. All right, guys. Well, thank you for all the birthday wishes and everything. And you know, maybe we'll end up with some puppies here on the birthday for a minute, you know, because like I said, our female Chihuahua, she is in labor now, so
Well,
could happen today, maybe tomorrow.
2 days before Valentine's.
And it's glad to have all of you here. So we'll be back here next week. And for those of you that are going to sign up, we'll have the next training is going to be on Thursday. So we call it the co-founder training, and we do that on Mondays and Thursdays of every week at 9:30 p.m. Okay, guys, stay tuned in, and we can all unmute now and say bye for now.
Bye for now.
Great to
Bye
see
for now.
everyone. Happy
Bye
birthday.
for now.
Bye for
Paalam
now.
na.